Last time on Vitaverse Investigate, we took a look at the curious cases of the Rugrats, Dark Theory, Pinky and the Brains theory, and also Toy Stories theory. Today's episode, what do we have in store for you? I don't know, let's find out. Here on Vitaverse Investigates.
This is Sandstorm.
That's interesting. I never thought of it. It's not really a dark, but it's still kind of like, oh snap.
So there is another one to that, and there's and then yeah. You want me to talk about that one?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the whole story of Toy Story, Wall-E, Cars, Planes. I feel like there's another one in there. They're all connected, and it's basically that the toys, are living more or less, and it gets to a point where they've kind of gotten tired of just being like useful and then not useful, being brushed to the side. And so eventually there's this plan where technology has it, where they eventually go about trying to take over. And so the humans, not in a like, oh my gosh, we're being taken over, but like, oh my gosh, like we've kind of advanced with technology, we could do this. The humans end up leaving in a ship and going out to space, which is, essentially Wall-E. This leaves the rest of the world kind of devoid of life, which is why you see, like in movies like Cars, there are no people, there are no humans at all. They've advanced, technology has advanced so far that they've made themselves pretty much. So you have all the cars, the movie Planes, like I said, that's all them, and they've kind of pushed human life out to the outside world, which is again why you see in Wall-E, humans are basically doing nothing, and they're being not enslaved, but they're being pampered to the point where they next to nothing. They're all fat, they all don't move, and they keep them in that form so they don't ever come back to Earth. Because if they come back to Earth, then once again, they'll have use for those machines, and those machines will get set aside after a certain time. This way, the life forms of cars and toys and all that other stuff can live on without having to worry about humans.
Yeah, that's that's an interesting take.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I can actually see that. That actually makes sense once you put it all together. But, isn't Monsters Inc. Isn't that in like a Pixar?
Yeah,
it's a Pixar movie too.
I got a theory for that too. All right, but go ahead, Noto, your turn.
All right, let me see. Been kind of messing around with some stuff. So this one's actually a little interesting, and I'm gonna have to read this because it's kind of like I had to like wrap it around my head a little bit on this one. So, there's a theory with Tom and Jerry actually. So this one. So I'm gonna read what it says because I can't paraphrase this because it's so much to pack in. So to put this in so I'm gonna try to paraphrase it a little bit. To sympathize it, it has something to do with the Nazis, basically.
Oh,
yeah, because think of the reputation of basically Tom and Jerry. Tom is actually Tomadin, and Jerry, aka the British and the Germans.
Yeah.
So during the early years of World War II. So if you put the context, we've been watching Nazi Germany outdo the British with their super intelligence all these years.
Wow.
So think about it, because every single time you look at Tom and Jerry, you always like, okay, it's just a cat and a mouse, just the usual routine. Always, but it's always something funny and hilarious because
Mm-hmm.
it's always some situation going on. There is something I didn't watch this episode, but I heard about it that there's an episode where I think it was the end of Tom, like technically the end of Tom and Jerry, like they basically kind of killed themselves off for some reason.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, okay, what the heck? So I've never seen it, so I don't know all the details to it. But when you really think about it carefully, because you look at like every single episode we have seen with Tom and Jerry, was always Tom does this, Jerry does this, then the dog comes in the picture, and then some mess goes on. Tom actually trying to wins over some chick, and some other cat comes in the picture. So it's like it's always some type of situation going on with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of actually agree with it, because of the fact of like, if you look at it from that perspective of like, the Nazis wanted this, and or the British wanted that, and always the Brit, it was just like, what can you expect from that?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Tom and Jerry is a great cartoon. I mean, it's like almost technically watching like Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, literally, with him buying all these Acme things and always backfires.
Right.
But with Tom and Jerry, there's like technically no buying something. It's just like they're just using the ideas of who's gonna one up each other. And it always ends up being that Tom gets screwed over, Jerry either finds a way to get bypassed in there. I think there was an episode where Tom actually stayed up so late and made this giant contraction to work to actually get Jerry very easily, and because he stayed up so late, and then finally he went to sleep, and I guess it was Jerry's I want to say imaginary, I can't remember what it was, but it was like, because I think Jerry was asleep, whatever, and someone was trying to warn him, say like, oh no, I remember, it was a figure, like Tom made a like cartoon doodle of Jerry, just like a cartoon of him,
Mm-hmm.
and the doodle came out of the life, and then actually tried to get to actually Jerry itself, and to show the plans of what he was trying to do to actually stop him. So and at the end of the whole thing, like I guess the fake form of like the doodle of Tom basically was trying to stop the fake version of the doodle of Jerry to get the real Jerry to actually change the whole like one like of the schematics. Basically, it was just like change a number, basically, not erase the whole thing, change one number to actually point out, oh, it's going to be this, where the contraction actually landed on Tom instead of Jerry when he made this plan out perfectly. So I do see the concept of the whole, the whole Nazis and British going in with that one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so dang, they got me thinking. Now I'm up here trying to look that up.
man, you look. When we started having these conversations, dude. When we had these conversations at work, you had my mind already like, dude, digging through the rabbit hole. I don't want to dig through the rabbit hole. Damn it, I'm gonna dig through the rabbit hole.
Yeah, man. But all right. So I had a theory. Now, honestly, I've heard bits and pieces of this theory, and I had my own tie-in with it. You know what I mean? But this theory is basically that The Simpsons and let's just say The Simpsons. The Simpsons. The reason why it always feels like they are predicting the future is because they're literally owned by the Illuminati. They personally like set these episodes out, and they make these episodes and emphasis on certain ones to be in that actually stand out the most, to be a quote unquote prophecy to distract us from the fact that they're actually controlling our real government. So you know what I mean? It's more like it's like a playoff of just I think it was that what was that I think it was the Donald Trump conspiracy theory, as far as him winning or whatever the situation may be with when he was running for president in The Simpsons and all that, and how they try to assassinate the Hillary Clinton character.
Yeah,
which
they have quite a few of those.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like basically the whole like the series has a real effect on us and it's really literally trying to tell us basically what's to come, give us warning shots. It's showing us, you know, like really what's going on and that this is real and that's real. If you heard about this prophecy, we're rehashing it and we're trying to tell y'all or show y'all like there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got y'all. Y'all part of our trap. So you know what I mean? So
Right.
that was like a quick little theory I wanted to throw out there just because we're talking about conspiracy theories, but this
I
actually hits a
definitely can see
little
that. I definitely can see that.
so
They
this
did-
hits a little closer to home, you know what I mean?
I think they predicted the Cubs win too or something like that. They predicted the Cubs winning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yep.
I mean, with the series still going, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's so many creepy little theories that they've had, man. It's insane. It's like wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
At a certain point in time, you got to say, okay, you're not really guessing.
yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
really not.
planning
Y'all,
something.
wait, pretty much.
Exactly. So all right.